We know that cyberbullying is a huge problem. We are saying mean things about other people online, then that is a part of cyberbullying. We tell 3 adults, if somebody is hurting you or hurting someone you know, every problem, there is multiple solutions. Here we have our Lele book, right? And in Lele's book, Maya is on her way. Darla's trying to get her to stop, but here comes Miss Key. Miss Key, actually, and her EI bestie.
The internet is loud, confusing, and sometimes unsafe. But every child deserves a guide. Someone who teaches confidence, kindness, and smart choices. A hero who helps kids stay safe online and strong in real life. Because every child deserves to feel smart, safe, and confident. This is the Miss Key Show on YouTube. Subscribe and join the Super Crew.
Hey everybody! How you doing today? It's your favorite superhero, Miss Key, and the Super Crew. Yes. Oh, I'm super excited as always. Have you guys noticed that I'm always excited? Yes, because I love to be excited. I love to be happy. I love to spread kindness all throughout the schools and the community and all around the world. And so, this is why I'm so excited to have all of you as my fellow Super Crew members. So that way, we can be on a mission to spread kindness together. Are you guys excited about that? Me too. And so speaking of that, how about kindness would be one of our words of the day? Yes, I think that's a great idea, don't you? Yes. All right, so for us, kindness means that we are spreading positivity all throughout our schools and communities by being helpful to others, right? And so by being kind is being helpful to others, right? So that's our word of the day, you guys. Kindness. And what does kindness mean? That means that we are helpful to others. All right, Super Crew. So let's get into it. Are you guys excited about today's show? Yes, me too, because today our problem of the day is cyberbullying. Woo! Wow. We know that cyberbullying is a huge problem, right? Of course it is, because so many people have access to a device, whether it's the phone, the laptop, the iPad, the tablet, right? There's so many different things and everybody has access to them, but everybody is not spreading kindness throughout social media. And that's what we want to do so that we can put a stop to cyberbullying, right? And so, that's our other word of the day. Word of the day is cyberbullying. So, what does cyberbullying mean? Well, it means when we are being mean and attacking other people online, right? And so if we are saying mean things about other people online, then that is a part of cyberbullying. If we are writing mean posts and mean comments about other people, then that is a sign of cyberbullying. So you want to make sure that you are not being the bully and that you are not allowing others to bully you. And so if this is happening, immediately, what do? That's right. we tell 3 adults. If somebody is hurting you or hurting someone you know, automatically we tell 3 adults. All right, Super Crew. So remember, speak up, speak up, speak up. Don't sit there and just stand there and watch. And don't pull your phones out to record. That is a no, no, no. Especially as being a Super Crew member, no, we don't do that. All we do is we're on a mission to spread positivity. We do not spread negativity to others. No, no, no. Okay, so let's get into it, Super Crew, because here we have our Lele book, right? And in Lele's book, we talk about cyberbullying because it actually happens to one of our Super Crew members, because guess what? Things can happen to all of us. So this is why you don't want to be the bully. You want to be the person that is helping others, because guess what? Just like it happened to Darla here in this book, it can also happen to you. And you don't want people laughing at you. So this is why you make sure that you're not laughing at others, right? Instead of laughing, what is the first thing that we do, Super Crew? If somebody is hurting you or somebody you know? That's right. Speak up, speak up, speak up. I love it. All right, you guys, go ahead and leave comments if you are a person that, number one, if you are a person that will always speak up. If somebody is hurting you or hurting someone you know, leave a number 1. Go ahead. Let's blow us up with the ones, because I know that you are the Super Crew member that is going to speak up. All right, Super Crew. So here we have Lele's book. We're not going to read the whole book, but we are going to go ahead and read through it a little bit so that we can see what problem is being faced in this book and what solutions you guys have to offer, right? Because what we know is to every problem, there is multiple solutions, just like math, right? So you don't have to worry about it being just one solution. No, no, no. If you try it one way and it doesn't work, then guess what? You can always, always try it another way. And eventually, you'll get it the right way. All right, you guys, so here, let's see what's happening in the book. First, so we have Darla. Darla is also one of our Super Crew members, just like you. Okay, and so Darla, we have everybody here. We have Darla, Demaya, Juju, Lele, everybody's here in the book, Demaya. And so what they're doing is they see that Darla was on social media, and Darla was being very, very mean to her younger brother on social media, supposedly, right? Because everything that you see on social media doesn't mean that it's true. And that's something very, very important to know. Okay, because a lot of fake news happens on social media. So you have to be careful with what you think is real and what you think is fake, right? Okay, and this is why it's called social media. You just socialize, right? We don't use social media. It shouldn't be a negative platform, but it is. So here, Demaya decides to confront Darla about the pictures and the video that she's seen online of Darla being very, very mean to her brother. And so then Demaya decides to go and say she's gonna go tell everybody, because Darla has been pretending, is what Demaya says, to be so nice and kind. And reality, she's really, really mean to her little brother, allegedly, right? And so what allegedly means is it might not be true. So here we go. What's happening? Demaya is on her way. Darla's trying to get her to stop, but here comes Miss Key. Miss Key actually and her EI bestie. Yes, did you guys know that Miss Key also has an EI bestie? She sure does. All right, and so they come in to try to get everybody to do what? That's right, stop, 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 because things are getting really, really heated. And in this moment, everybody is beginning to argue and yell and scream because now Darla is sad and everybody's mad at Demaya thinking that she's spreading fake news. But all she's doing is showing what's on the internet. And so Darla tries to let everybody know and let Demaya know that it's not real. It's fake. That somebody actually took Darla's picture and made a fake profile pretending to be Darla. And then what happened is from that fake profile, you guys, they took her picture, made a voiceover video, and pretended to be her. And so they made this mean, nasty video that pretended to be Darla, even though it wasn't her. It was her picture that they took from social media. Wow, you guys. That is a huge problem that we have, right? Wouldn't you say? Yes, that is such a huge problem, and it is time for us to unpack it right here on the show. All right, you guys, so let's get to it. Here we go. So our problem number one is, what would you guys say that problem number one is? Is Demaya the problem? Or is Darla the problem? Okay, well, let's weigh it out. Well, Demaya, she can be a part of the problem because really, Demaya, that wasn't none of her business, right? It wasn't her business to come share with everybody else what Darla was doing with her brother, right? Because that's her brother. So that's number one. Number two is in that Demaya could have had a private conversation with Darla instead of saying that she's gonna out her to everybody else, right? Because that wasn't nice, right? That wasn't kindness. Demaya was not spreading kindness in that moment. Demaya was spreading gossip. Demaya was spreading rumors, right? And so we need to make sure that we don't spread gossip and we don't spread rumors, right? And that we don't worry about things that are not about us. So let's see. Somebody tell me, what could Demaya have done differently to avoid this problem from arising? What could she have done? Leave it in the comments. Go ahead, leave it down below. All right, yes, she could have just kept it to herself and never mentioned it. That's one. I like that. Okay, another thing that she could have done, that's right, had a private conversation with Darla, right? I like that. And number three, that's right, she could have even reported the page, right? She could have reported the page as being a fake page. Now, great job. I love those solutions. What are some solutions that Darla could have done? Yes, I love it. Leave it in the comments. Keep leaving your solutions. Yes. Darla could have made a decision to let everybody know that there is a fake page going around with her face in the picture, right? She could have let everybody know that. But what about if she didn't know? If this was the first time she's seen it? That's right, then Darla could have reported the page. And immediately she should have spoke up with 3 adults, right? Because in this moment, she was being hurt. And when we're being hurt, we need to speak up and tell 3 adults, right? And that's also what Demaya should have done. She should have spoke up and told 3 adults, because in this moment, somebody she knew was being hurt, right? And we know as Super Crew members, we have to speak up if we're being hurt or if somebody we know is being hurt, right? So always speak up. Okay, Super Crew? So, what is our big solution to this problem? Leave it in the comments, leave it down below, and I'm gonna give you our big solution is, I just gave it to you. That's right. Demaya should have spoke up and let 3 adults know immediately when this problem arose. And Darla should have spoke up immediately to 3 adults when Demaya let her know about this problem. We always speak up. Don't try to solve the problem on your own. Don't confront people on your own. Always let an adult know so that an adult can help you work through whatever problems that you are having within yourself or with others. It's very, very important to get the support and the help that you need to work through those different feelings and emotions, right? Yes. Just like in the book, Miss Key and her bestie came in to help Demaya, Lele, Darla, and the rest of the Super Crew learn how to manage their emotions so they can master their choices through the lens of emotional intelligence by using STOP. That's right. Remember, that's the first thing that we do if we're mad, angry, frustrated, sad. We always stop first, right? Because we stop to avoid responding by using our hands, right? Or responding with that emotion and that feeling, because a lot of times what happens is we create another problem on top of a problem. Just like Demaya did in the book. Demaya did not stop first. And because she did not stop, she just quickly went to respond and she created a problem. So remember, we don't create problems. We create solutions by addressing the problems as they arise. We do not add to the problems. By being negative, by speaking bad about people, by using our hands, we don't push, we don't shove, we don't tease, we don't record people. All of those are part of the problem. And again, we are the solution to the problem. Nobody's perfect, but we can focus on the solution, because in the solution, it helps the problem to go away. All right, Super Crew, so remember, focus on the solution. To every problem, there's multiple solutions. We just have to think about it. That's right, because again, the mind is the battle. If we control our mind, we control our life. All right, Super Crew? Okay, so let's get ready to unpack really quick. What was our word of the day? Word of the day. What was the word of the day? Oh, word of the day. Oh, I have a bonus word of the day. So, all right, Super Crew, our bonus word of the day is social awareness. Yes, we must always beware of our environment, the people that we are around, that we are socializing with, right? Demaya and Lele and everybody was socializing and having a good time. And then in that, Demaya created a negative space by bringing in that video and wanting to share it with everybody else, instead of making it a private situation between her and Lele. She could have definitely let Lele be aware of the video that was circulating, but there was a right way to do it. And the way she did it was wrong, and what like a lot of people would like to call messy. And as being a Super Crew member, we don't move like that. All right, and so social awareness means you have the ability to understand and to emphasize with others' needs and emotions, right? Because in a space where we're socializing with others, we need to be able to empathize with them. We need to be able to understand what they might be going through and dealing with in that moment. And in that, we want to be able to be supportive, right? You want to be supportive of your friends and the people that you surround yourselves with, even the people you're in the classroom with. You want to be supportive of them. And so if somebody is dealing with something, and you might not know it. And this is why we don't go around teasing and bullying and hitting and cyberbullying. We don't do any of those things because you never know what somebody else is dealing with inside. And so always remember, social awareness is about understanding the needs of others because we all have emotional needs. All right? All right, Super Crew. So remember, our word of the day is cyberbullying. That's right, cyberbullying. Word of the day. So remember, don't post or comment. So don't post or comment if you don't have anything nice to say, right? Just like they like to say, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Well, if you don't have anything nice to post or comment, then don't post or comment, because that is aligned with cyberbullying if you are posting and commenting negative and hurtful things. All right? And so, what was our other word of the day? Cyberbullying.
You said social awareness.
I did that one. I said one to start off with. Oh, kindness. All right, and our final word of the day, kindness. That's right, everybody. Kindness is our final word of the day. So remember to spread kindness all around the world, on social media, in person. Always be supportive and helpful to others. All right, Super Crew, you guys have been amazing. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you on the next episode. Let's go out and spread kindness all throughout the world. All right, have an amazing day.
Subscribe and click the bell button.